we trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. And we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you, trusting in you. We're trusting in you, trusting in you.
Hello and welcome to week 3 of VBS. This has been such an amazing time. So let's see if we can remember what we did last week at VBS. Okay, so it goes like this. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Choo choo. Awesome. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Choo choo. And then we learned our Bible verse for the week, which was, "So be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord." And that's from Psalm 31:24. We are going to have an awesome time this week at VBS. I can't wait to see what we get into. Here we go.
I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move and it starts. It's the power to heal heart, it's the power. Yeah, God is power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Is everyone on board for another exciting day? I'm roaring to go. My name is Sierra, and I'm a mountain lion. Now, you might think lions only belong in Africa, but North America has their lions too. My friends and I go by other names like pumas, panthers, catamounts, and cougars. That's because I live all over the western part of the globe, and different people have different names for me. In fact, aside from humans, no other mammal covers such a large range of territory. I am one cool cat, aren't I? My tawny fur doesn't start out like this. As a baby, I had spots. I think God gave me those so I'd blend in with the tall grass where my mother hid me. After my brothers and sisters and I were old enough to hunt, we left our pride and went out on our own. Most of the time, I'm pretty quiet. After all, if I'm making a lot of noise, it's gonna be hard for me to sneak up on my lunch. Shh, be quiet. A girl's gotta eat. Of course, there are times when I need to make a big, bold noise. Even though I look a lot like a lion, I don't roar. I've got a pretty intimidating scream, though. Isn't that the cat's meow? When I need to catch a meal, I have to move fast. I'm glad God gave me such powerful legs to run, jump, and pounce. Without those mighty muscles, I'd go hungry. God made my legs so powerful, mountain lions can jump up to 18 feet high and 40 feet long. That'd be like me jumping on top of your house. God created me with muscles to leap and pounce. Sometimes you need to boldly leap or pounce on an opportunity. Maybe it's hard to be bold when you need to make a new friend. Tell the truth. Or boldly talk about Jesus. The Bible has this powerful promise for you. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. You can trust that Jesus' power will give you the strength you need to be bold. Jesus is right with you, cheering you on all the way. Pounce on the opportunity. Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus.
Awesome! Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. Choo choo. I tried to trick you there. That's our Bible point for the day. We're going to do it again. You ready? Here we go. Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. Choo choo. Awesome. That was our buddy Sierra, and she reminds us about being bold so that we can trust Jesus, right? Because Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. Choo choo.
If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. We can trust Him, we can trust Him.
Meet Lauren. She's your pretty typical kid. She loves Legos and animals.
These are freshwater fish. Mine is Peaches. My brother's is Green Lantern. My sister's is Uma.
She loves learning
My favorite subject in school is writing. I did write. This is kind of like a comic book.
She also loves cruising around her basement on her scooter and bouncing on trampolines. Lauren also serves Jesus in a big, bold way by serving at her local food kitchen.
I saw all the people who didn't have food, so I wanted to help them. My first time I served in community kitchen, I tried it in California and I wanted to do it here. So I told my mom, and she found a place, and she said I can go.
First thing, she meets with her crew to get a plan for the day.
It feels nice and it feels like God wants me to do this because it's important that people who don't have very much things, that we need to care for them. I am the drink and dessert person. When I do desserts, I walk back and forth taking down desserts and putting them on a table.
Once everything is set up, they say a prayer before everyone is served.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the food that you're about.
It's time to start serving.
When they start, we have to pour the drinks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow! Isn't it cool to see Lauren's boldness as she serves and meets all these grown-ups?
You're welcome. We serve juice, we serve milk, and we serve coffee, hot chocolate. It makes me feel bold when I show them that I care about them and that they are important and that we should care for them. And they are always happy when I'm there. That makes me feel good. Welcome.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Lauren enjoys serving so much, she invites others to serve with her.
My brother wants to go with me, so he'll come next time.
In the Bible, the book of Isaiah tells us, He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless.
God has given me the power to show people that they matter and that it's kind to care for people who need stuff and who are just on the streets, who don't have food, who don't have homes. They need stuff, and I got the power from God to show them that they matter.
Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Awesome, that was our buddy Lauren, and she volunteers at a food kitchen, which is really cool because she gets to share Jesus' love with everyone she meets. She's stepping out and being bold. How awesome is that? Because we know that Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. Choo choo. Awesome. That reminds me of our Bible verse for this week, which goes like this. It's from Isaiah chapter 40, verse 29. Let me read it real quick, and then we're going to come up with some motions. It goes like this. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. Okay, you ready? So we're going to act like robots. Can you be robots with me? But you're an unplugged robot. You have no power. So power down. That's how we're going to start. He gives power, and then you're going to power up. Power to the weak and strength to the, and now power back down to the powerless. All right, here we go. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. That's from Isaiah chapter 40, verse 29. So this week's true Bible story comes from Acts chapter 3 and 4, and it's about Peter and John teaching people about Jesus. They're stepping out boldly because we know that Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. Choo choo.
Stories of the Bible. Peter heals a beggar who can't walk. This is Peter, who was one of Jesus' disciples. Peter told people about Jesus. Peter and John went to the temple to pray. As they neared the temple, a man who couldn't walk from the time he was born was being carried in. Each day, the man was put beside the temple gate so he could beg from the people going into the temple. When the man saw Peter and John, he asked them for some money.
Please help.
Peter said, "Look at us." The man looked up at them eagerly, thinking that they would give him some money. But Peter said, "I don't have any money for you, but I'll give you what I have. In the name of Jesus Christ, get up and walk." Then Peter took the man by the hand and helped him up. As he did, the man's feet and ankles were instantly healed and strengthened.
Woohoo!
He jumped up and began to walk, then walking, leaping, and praising God.
Come on!
He went into the temple with them. All the people saw him walking and heard him praising God.
Wait, is that? I think so.
When they realized he was the man who couldn't walk who had been sitting outside the gate asking for money, they were absolutely amazed.
Wow!
Peter asked the people, "What's so surprising about this? Why stare at us as though we made this man walk by our own power?" He reminded all of the people that it was God's power who healed this man, and encouraged all of them to turn from their sins and follow God with their whole hearts.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train, oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train, this train, this train, this train.
That was so much fun, guys. So today, I want you guys to crack open your track pack and pull out week 3 of all of your crafts and supplies. There's some really cool stuff in there. One of the crafts I want to bring attention to is you guys are going to help heal this little beggar and put some feet on him, just like Peter and John healed the beggar through Jesus. How cool is that? Because we remember that Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. Choo choo. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this week. We cannot wait to see you next week. Bye.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life and earth. You are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you.